11 review, pages 689 and 690. Let's look at number 7. Tom drew 2 rectangles on grid paper. Circle the words that make the sentence true. Well, it says rectangle A has an area that is less than, the same as, greater than. I know I'm comparing area. The area of rectangle B, and a perimeter that is less than, the same as, or greater than the perimeter of rectangle B. So I know I'm looking at, need to figure out the perimeter and the area. So I need to, let's see, use this one over here. So first I need to find the area and perimeter of A and of B. I don't really like that one. We'll try this one. So this is rectangle A and this is rectangle B. I need to find the area, and P is for perimeter. For rectangle B, I'm going to find the area, and then P is perimeter. So the area of rectangle A is 1, 2, 3. My one side is 3 units. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other side is 4. So I know 3 times 4 is 12. So I know that the area of rectangle A is 12 units. How about the perimeter of A? I know that one side is 3. That means the other side has to be 3 units. If the bottom is 4, the top has to be 4 units because it's a rectangle. 4 plus 4 is 8. Plus 3 is 11. Plus 3 is 14. So the perimeter is 14. How about B? B has one side is 2 units and the bottom is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. So the area has to be 6 times 2, which is 12. And the perimeter of B is 6 plus, this side has to be 6, which is 12. Plus 2, this side is 14, plus the other side is 16. So I know that B has an area of 12 and a perimeter of 16. So now I can answer these questions. I can't answer them unless I know the area and perimeter of each figure. Remember, the perimeter is the measurement around a shape and the area is the inside. So rectangle A has an area that is blank, the area of B. So I know the area of A is 12 and the area of B is also 12. So I know the rectangle A has an area that is the same as the area of rectangle B because they both have an area of 12 units, square units. And a perimeter that is blank, the perimeter of rectangle B. So I'm comparing perimeter A with perimeter B. I'm comparing 14 to 16. So I know a perimeter that is less than the perimeter of rectangle B, because A is 14 units and B is 16 units. I know that A has a perimeter that is less than rectangle B. Okay, so it's less than, or actually it's the same as and less than. Number 8, UG drew this figure on grid paper. What is the perimeter of the figure? That means what is around it? What is the measurement around it? I'm going to count around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I think I measured wrong. Let me try that one more time. It's a little small, so it's hard for me to do this. Let's try it one more time. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So the perimeter around the shape is 18 units. That's for number 8. Number 9, what is the area of the figure shown? Each unit squared is 1 square meter. If I wanted to, I actually could divide this into different squares and add up the inside, or I could just count. I'm going to count the inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So the area of this unit, the inside, is 13 square meters. Okay, let's go on to the next page. Sean drew a rectangle that was 2 units wide and 6 units long. Draw a different rectangle that has the same perimeter but different area. Well, if he drew a rectangle, this is Sean's, I'm going to draw it on the side here, that was 2 units wide, right? And 6 units long. Here is my rectangle. So I have to figure out the area of the shape and perimeter. Well, I know the area is length times width. 6 times 2 is 12. So I know that my area is 12 units. And the perimeter is, I have to add up the sides. 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 2 is 14, plus 2 is 16. So I know my perimeter is 16. So I need to draw another rectangle that has this is going to be, it has to be this, 16 units, okay? This is the same, but it cannot be an area. It has to have a different area. So this is, the 12 is going to be different. It cannot have an area of 12. This has to be different. Actually, I didn't do that. I can't read. So this has to be the 12. I'll just put D for different. This has to be different, okay? So it has to have a perimeter of 16. So it can't be 6 plus 2. How about I try, maybe I could try, if I do each of the units can be 4. What about if I have each side is 4? So I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry that this is not that neat. So each side can be 4 units long, because I know that 4 plus 4 plus 4, actually 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 16. So I know that my perimeter equals 16, right, units. And now what's my area? My area actually is length times width, or 4 times 4, which is 16. Okay, so this works. I can draw a square that is 4 by 4, and it has the same perimeter but different area. All right, let's try number 11. Mrs. Rios puts a wallpaper border. Oh, this one is for Luke. Has the same last name as you. That's very funny. Mrs. Rios put a wallpaper border around the room shown below. She used 72 feet of wallpaper border. What is the unknown side? So I know to figure out this side, I have to add 20 plus 8 plus 14 plus 8 plus 6 to figure out what is left for this side. Well, I have to add 20 plus 8 plus 14 plus 8 plus 6. I can add it all at once, or I actually can add it separately. So let's make sure I have all the sides. 20, 8, 14, 8, and 6. I can break it down. I know 6 is 14. 14. And I know 20 plus 8 is 28. So if I add 28 plus 14 plus 14, that will get me my total of all the sides except A. Well, I know 4 plus 4 is 8, right? 4 plus 4 is 8. Won't let me write it here. 8 plus 8 is 16. Carry the 1. I didn't want to do that. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So I know that the total of all the sides besides A is 56. That's just the first part. If I do 72, which I'll do it over here, minus the 56, can't do 2, take away 6, borrow from the 7. This becomes 12. 12 minus 6 is 6. 6 minus 5 is 1. So that means that my A, side A, is 16 feet. Okay, the next one. I'm going to erase all my extra work over here because I don't want to get confused with this last problem here. Just move this. Elizabeth has 2 gardens in her yard. The first garden is 6 by 4 feet. The second one is double the width of the first garden. The area of the second garden is double the area of the first. Okay, I have to write true or false. First of all, I need to draw my gardens. So my first garden, here it is. Okay, this is number 1. is 6 feet long, right? And 4 feet wide. The second garden, so the 6 is, this is the length. I'll put L for length, and the 4 is the width. Okay, this is number 2. My second garden is double the width. Well, double of 4 is 8. And the area of the second garden is double the area of the first garden. So that means that my length has to be 6. Okay? So now I know my area of the first garden is going to be 24 because 6 times 4 is 24. So the area of my first garden equals 24 units, square feet units. The second garden is 6 times 8, length times width, which is 48 units, square units. So I can see that 24, the double of 24 is 48 because 24 plus 24 equals 48. Now I can answer the questions. The area of the first garden is 24 square feet. Is that true? Yes, I got 24. True. The area of the second garden is 48 feet. Yes. I'm making sure I got my answers correct. Oh, wait. The area of the second garden is 48 square feet. I just made a note of this, that actually my book might be different than your book. I'm not sure. My workbook says 24 feet, but this answer says 48. So the area of the second garden is 48 square feet. So I'm going to say true. That is true. Here's my second garden. If yours says something different for 12B, then it has to be false. Mine's true. The length of the second garden is 12 feet. Second garden, is the length 12 feet? No, it's not. The length of my second garden is 6, so that's false. And the length of the second garden is 6 feet. Yes, the length of my second garden is 6 feet. That's true. So I have true, true, false, true. However, this question here, number 12B, if yours looks different than mine, it says the area of the second garden is 24 square feet, then it's false. I'm seeing 2 different questions. So this one actually could be true or false depending on what your book says. Okay? This is the answer key for the next 2 pages.